There are some things that you will avoid totally when you want to win the league. There are some things that you will avoid. You will make sure you avoid them. You will not be associated to things like red card if you want to win the league. Look at Manchester City. There's hardly a situation for Manchester City getting a red card. I know most of you will argue that the referee was against Arsenal, and you bring that valid point, which I will also agree with you. But let's leave that side apart. Let's leave that side for now. Let's talk about the fact that you should be conscious. You should be conscious not to involve in things like that will give you a red card. Declan Rice was wrong because the guy Declan Rice kicked the ball away. That's a yellow card. But my own issue is that João Pedro did the same thing in the first half. He got away with it, no yellow card. The same player that kicked Declan Rice should have gotten a yellow card too. The referee did not give him yellow card. It is only the Arsenal own that they saw and they penalized. That incident was supposed to be giving a yellow card to the Brighton player as well, but they only gave a yellow card to Declan Rice and gave him the red card, which is so bad. Some people might also argue that the ball was still in motion, that he has not completely set the ball to play before Declan Rice touched the ball, that it is not supposed to be a yellow card. But that's not my problem. My problem is that you should avoid red card as much as possible, because this is similar thing that happened with Araujo against PSG in the Champions League last season. You were in a winning position. Barcelona were winning 1-0, 1-0. You were controlling the game. So why would you go to get a red card? The same thing with Declan Rice now. Arsenal were winning 1-0. You guys were in control of the game. If the game went like that now, you'd have probably collected 3 points or probably scored another goal, something like that. There was no need for you to do that thing. You guys were in control of this game. You were winning 1-0. So why? And things like this will just change the dynamics of the game. You put your team in a very terrible situation. You put yourself in a very terrible situation. I did not even imagine or expect that a player like Declan Rice would do something like this. I did not see somebody like Declan Rice to do something like this, because this shows that Arsenal are not yet ready to win the league. Because look at it now. This could have been an easy 3 points. They won the first half, more of the same in the second half, and then they are good to go. We know Brighton itself is not an easy team, so you should just forget. Right now, I think they are first or they were second before going into the game. At least they were first to fourth. You should avoid things that would penalize you and give you cheap red cards and make the game very easy for your opponent. If that Declan Rice was still in this pitch now, Arsenal would have won this game. So it's very bad to see where talented players do things like this. I know that the referee was against Arsenal. I know. But then again, from your own part, from your own side, you should ensure that you will not do things that will put your team in a very difficult position. I watched the game. I saw that Arsenal were controlling the game. At least it was like 60-40. Arsenal had greater chance to win the game than Brighton. A goal came in, we solidified the points that Arsenal was still on top of Brighton. But then again, there was no need to do that thing. And you've been watching how the game is. The referee was not being easy on Arsenal. João Pedro did the same thing in the first half, no yellow card. They do the same thing again. They climb on top of one player to top of Havertz, no yellow card. Nothing. He just reached Arsenal turn now, boom, yellow card, straight red card. Some people might argue, but then again, Arsenal, you guys need to discipline yourself. This was the same thing that happened to Arsenal that time that Xhaka came out to say, if you're not ready to win the title, stay in your house. This was a similar thing. Because you're not supposed to be getting ready. If you get red card, it will be 10-11. And 10-11 is no match anymore. You cannot match up the strength of 11 players with 10 men. It's just with your head, you will know. So there's no way you should avoid things that will give you a red card. How many times they see Man City, they get red card? How many times? Because they know what the effect, they know how important it is to play with 11 men. They know how important it is to play with 11 men. Now look at the situation. You'd have collected 3 points now. Now you settled for 1 point. And this is how the things are going now. Before you know it now, they will say Arsenal, they've come close again. They did not win. Now these things, they cross them. So let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Was Declan Rice record supposed to be a record? Did Declan Rice made a mistake in doing what he did? Just drop your opinions on the comment section. Let us interact. And don't forget to share this video and follow me for more. Thank you so much.